Ouch. It's the motherfucker player haters. Ooh, yeah. It's so funny that, I basically am drawing up what it is that I want to talk about for this podcast. In obviously it's a podcast or player haters ball. And I look down at my phone, and one Brian has made it very clear that the injury bug has hit his team. And that's what I'm talking about. We have got to come together and vote. This is an election year, people. Can we get 2 IL for batters, 2 IL for pitchers, 4 total? And can we also get 1 NA for a pitcher and 1 NA for a bat? Come on. Come on. Let us have some fun. Please. Can we make that happen? Speaking of fantasy, somebody just texted me about a fantasy offer. There you go. Anyways, the injury bug, it's hit us, and it's not stopping. And we've discussed it a little bit, but man alive. I mean, let's go. Where are the players? Injury reports. I know we've done this before, but I want to pull it up again. Let's see. Injury reports. Are they going to show me the most recent? I think it has to. No, maybe not. I mean, Luis Garcia just got moved to the 60-day IL, maybe? I don't know. Dane Dunning's there. Chas McCormick got put there. Nolan Jones has been on it. German Marquez is still in the league. My gosh. Wyatt Langford got put on there. I didn't realize Yoshida was on there. I mean, Cabrian Hayes got put on there. Who knows? Austin Riley might be heading there. Luis Rengifo. These are some of my guys. Christian Encarnacion Strand got put there. I mean, these are just people, Michael Conforto, which isn't too much of a shock. Trey Turner's on the IL. We've got some IL people. We've got IL people. And this is a problem. And it needs to be addressed in our league, in our little bubble. We've got to make a change in this world. And it starts with me, and it starts with her walking in the door, and it starts with you, the commissioners. We got to make a change. I know it's only one, but it's going to make me sleep better at night. And I didn't sleep very well last night. These injuries, we got to do something about it. But we're not here to talk about a whole bunch of injuries. We're not here, there's so many different reasons as to why injuries may be occurring more frequently. Pitch clock might be one. Spring training, people going off and playing in other leagues. Who knows? But last week was week 6, and there was some matchups made. Holy goodness. I say matchups made. There were some matchups that some people made up some big ground, and we'll get into those. Last week we had a matchup of the week between Jason and Walker, and this one, let's look at it. My computer's running a little slow. I just woke it up for the first time in a couple of days. So that's why this one was pretty close. Close in the average. 1-by-1 stolen base, 2 home runs, and 2 ribbies. Look at that. Tortured Jason winning home runs and RBIs literally by the same number of 2. That's crazy. Nimmo was left on the bench last night with a 2-run home run. Could have turned that into a different score, but 7-5, no surprise here. Walker takes almost every single pitching category. Gotta love it. 95 strikeouts in 73 innings. He's got a huge freaking pitching staff, and it's only going to get bigger or stronger. I didn't know Wisniewski was on your team. Then you dropped him. That's uncool, man. Whatever. So the matchup of the week went to Walker. But unlike last week when he lost and rose in the rankings, this week he wins and falls in the rankings. Why? Because of a matchup like this. 10-1, Shane taking down old Scott, Mandalorians. And, you know, you look at Scott's roster and you say, okay, he's got some bats. Juan Soto, Manny Machado, Ozzie Albies, to name a few. What happened to Willem Contreras? Yeah, basically still one of the best. There we go. Yeah, him and his brother having a monster year, and then his brother gets dinged up. You know, I mean, you really got to blame the coaching staff, like trying to get more strikes, putting your best bat in that position. I saw the video in slow-mo too. If you're bored and want to look at that, look at it. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? But yeah, really close in the pitching categories between these two gentlemen. Who knows if a stat correction is going to come in, but Trippin' Billy's got the whip. Very close in the ERA, very close in the strikeouts. They were both tied in wins. So, and, you know, there were a few close stats in batting as well. But Shane had he's got a resurgent free agent, Nick Castellanos, doing big things for him. And, of course, Aaron Judge is finally living up to he was your number 1 draft pick, wasn't he, Shane? I believe so. So 10-1. Shane now jumps into 5th place. I believe last week Shane was in 7th place, and he's only 3.5 games back from the number 1 stunner in Josh. Speaking of Josh, let's go ahead and look at his matchup against Eric. Eric, probably going to be like, man, this was close. Good Lord. Yep, see, go ahead. Stolen bases are yours, Josh. 12 stolen bases this week for Josh against Eric. Close in the home runs, close in the RBIs. See, I'm using the word close because it was close, okay? 2, in almost every single thing that I'm seeing, the number is 2. Whether it be 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, that's how close it is. The batting averages were pretty close, and then .020 in the OBP. Pitching, Eric walked away with it, and rightfully so. He's got a pretty decent staff of 4 pitchers. So he's going to walk out of there with a better ERA, you would suspect. He had 15 less innings pitched, but he did still have only 8 less strikeouts, which is pretty crazy. No, 12. Sorry, I suck at math. 12 less strikeouts. So, still, it's pretty damn good for being, almost 20 innings pitched down. But Tyler Glasnow and Braxton Garrett had him some big strikeout games. So, let's see. Nick rising slowly. He beat troubleshooters Jesus last week 8-3. This one was a power. Look at the numbers there. 13 home runs for Nick, 10 for Jesus. Who put up those numbers for you? This was a balance or some people you traded? Not really. I mean, Gunnar Henderson doing his thing. Randy Arozarena starting to turn it around. Yeah, he only traded away Profar, who had one. But look at this. Kyle Tucker doing stupid stuff. Teoscar Hernandez going crazy. Here we go again. This guy just looks like a lame duck, and then all of a sudden he just beats the shit out of you. Bailey Ober. I wonder who traded him. Damn it. Look at that. Dean Kramer. He looked all right. Sonny Gray had a bad day at the office. No bueno. Nick takes the matchup 8-3. Rayford Peaches and Brian, they had a good one going into Sunday. It was back and forth. And look at that. I mean, so back and forth. They tied in home runs. They tied in stolen bases. I do not know. I didn't really look to see if she left stats on her bench that might have made a difference in this, or if he left stats on his bench. I don't know. Again, my computer is running a little slow, so I am not really able to. But look at this. This guy was a free agent. I picked him up, traded to her. He's done nothing but shine, and that's Seth Lugo. This guy is going stupid right now. He has looked really good. And for him to go in there and get 12 strikeouts, even against the Angels, I mean, he is ranked 11th right now in our league. And she now has some really just some pitchers that a lot of people are looking at. And I know I just traded her Ranger Suarez, but he again turned in another very good, solid outing. And he is still ranked in the top 5. He's the number 2 best player in our league right now. And he just did that, against Miami. So what? They can still destroy teams on any given night. They've got Major League Baseball hitters in Jazz Chisholm and Dela Cruz. So, and another name or two. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. But this was a close matchup. But she ended up walking away with an 8-2 victory. And had really good, solid pitching numbers. Look at that. 9 wins, 68 strikeouts, a 2.88 ERA. So, Ray is a force to be reckoned with. She's still hanging around, not going anywhere. Last but not least, myself against the Hitman. I tell you what, man, I was tired of seeing Sean. Tired of just looking up, and that dude just hitting another home run. I couldn't hang with him last week. Freaking crazy. Reese Hoskins. Marcus Semien. Ketel Marte did nicely for me last week. Thank you, Brett Rooker. Appreciate all y'all's efforts out there. I need stolen bases, people. So if anybody's out there and wants to trade, I don't have anybody. I mean, the only person I really have is Spencer Steer. So if anybody's out there listening in TV land. But yeah, I'm looking at my team right now. Austin Riley, day-to-day. Not that we can put anybody in a day-to-day, but he's going to undergo an MRI on his injured left side. Sounds like he's headed toward the injured list. I already have Luis Robert, Quan, Renifo. I don't have anywhere else that we can put him. And I'm not the only one. There's a lot of teams out there. I think Eric has a couple of teams or players that are just occupying bench spots because we don't want to drop them like I did last night with Clayton Kershaw. Yeah, Wyatt Langford sitting over there for Josh as an occupied injured person. Nathan Eovaldi, I believe, is on there too. Yeah, because he's got Nolan Jones, Lane Thomas, Sean Murphy. So again, I'm trying to be a voice on my platform for the people. Not everybody can just have a spot available on their injured list. Shane, Dick, would have been so much easier. I mean, yeah, I know I'm at 31 moves, but come on, man, throw me a freaking bone here. I would have taken India. Sure, no problem. This week, what are we looking at? Week 7. How much time do I have? No, I'm well ahead. Sorry, I didn't bring much energy. I'm a little tired. I only got about 4 hours of sleep, and I worked with Eric today. So this week, what do we got? Ooh, some good matchups here. Shane versus Nick. Yeah, this one looks good. All right, I like it. Brian versus Walker. I like it. Okay. And of course, I can't forget that there is one top 6 matchup, and that's between myself and Josh. So, Josh, to you I say, good luck. I was trying to think of something witty to say, and I didn't have anything. So, Josh and I dub us the matchup of the week, but I got to say, Shane and Nick, this has got to be a co-matchup of the week. Somebody just got out of 7th place. Somebody's trying to get out of 7th place in Nick. And Shane wants nothing to do with going out of being a relevant team right now. So, Shane, if I am wrong in your placement, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I think you were 6th and Walker was, I was 5th. Ray was 4th. Walker was 3rd. Is that correct? Maybe. Somebody help me out. Maybe that's what it was. So Shane's been relevant. I'm sorry. And he just got more relevancy. But yeah, this is going to be a good week for, I don't know if it's going to be a good week. Who the hell knows? I don't know. But Ray plays Jesus. Eric's trying to get out of the depths of hell, so he's probably chomping at the bit to face off against Mandalorians. Brian will face against Walker. Happy, again, belated birthday to Walker, and Aiden's birthday was yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Jason will face off against Sean. And yeah, so again, topic of the week, injuries. I'm tired of dealing with this shit, man. I got to have somebody where I can put somebody. You can't roster a team and compete when you've got injured players taking up spots. You have to, you want to play. It's just me, man. I know one's not going to make a difference, but one will make a difference because when and if Austin Riley goes on the injured list, well, I'm down a bat. So then I got to make another decision. I only have one bench bat as of right now, or 2, because I had to make a decision last night. So, and don't give me that shit, Walker. Well, tough decisions. Shut the fuck up. All right. We all have a good night. Stay dry. Isn't that what the girls say these days? I think that's really all I got. I'm going to get out of here. Leave y'all alone. give you your 10 extra minutes that you want of your time. Ugh. That's right. I'm dragging this out for 8 more seconds. Y'all have a good week. Take it easy. It's the motherfucker.